So, in this lesson, we'll move on to see what reasoning is. Let's first take a look at the diagram of an argument. An argument consists of a thesis and some premises that can logically support the thesis. And this process of using premises, namely reasons and evidence, to justify the thesis of an argument is reasoning. Take a look at this example. Year-round school is not a good idea. Year-round school changes students' summer schedule. For example, some year-round schools have a 60-15 calendar where they're in school for 60 days, then out of school for 15 days. This same schedule repeats all year long, which means no summer vacation. In this argument, the speaker first raises his opinion on year-round school, saying it's not a good idea. Then he offers us a reason. It changes students' summer schedule. He moves on to further support the reason with some evidence. That's the calendar of the school. Let's read another argument. What is the thesis of this argument? Privacy has become a commodity that can be bought and sold. It tells the reader what the author thinks. What is the reason? Our age of big data has reduced privacy to dollar figure. This tells us why the author thinks privacy has become a commodity. It has prices. Then the author uses some evidence, the example of Privacy Fix and the findings of a recent study to show it is true that business is setting prices for privacy. You see, in the reasoning process, people use both reasons and evidence to support their position. A reason is a statement that tells why you think a thesis is true. When your friend Jackie complains about his boss, you ask him why. He then says he doesn't know how to manage a company. This is a reason he offers. Or when you say, public officials have done a poor job of solving our city's traffic problems. Your reason may be there's even worse traffic congestion. Now we know what reasons are. Then what is evidence? Evidence is the body of facts or information that indicates why you believe a thesis to be true or valid. The school calendar is used as evidence to show year-round school truly changes students' schedule. The add-on Privacy Fix and the findings of a recent study are used as evidence to illustrate that privacy now has dollar values. If you ask your friend Jackie to give evidence to show how his boss does a poor job in managing the company, what do you think he might offer? Maybe he would say, our sales have been dropping ever since he came in. Last year, it exceeded $1 billion, but now it is even less than half of that. This is evidence. Then, what materials can be used as evidence? The population of China's migrant workers had reached 269 million at the end of 2013. Can this be used as evidence? Yes, it can. The pyramids are in Egypt. Can this be evidence? Yes, it can. It is cold in Beijing in winter. Can this be evidence? Yes, it can. 2 plus 2 is 4. Can this be evidence? Yes, it can. The Earth is a planet in the solar system. Can this be evidence? Yes, it can. Abusing children is wrong. Can this be evidence? Yes, it can. Hollywood director Steven Spielberg once said, Julia Roberts is the best actress he has ever cooperated with. Can this be evidence? Yes, it can. The book To live is to change the world, says Steve Jobs has made the world better. Can this be evidence? Yes, it can. So let's answer the question of what materials can be used as evidence. Evidence include statistics and other numerical data, information gathered through the senses of sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. Information collected from books, other publications, or the testimony of experts. And ideas that we have observed so often that we commonly accept it as true. For instance, if we're looking for some evidence to support the reason that taking a gap year off during college can promote a student's independence, as evidence, we may use some tasks that require the student's independent efforts, such as managing one's own time, or coping with a strange situation, or making one's own decision, and so on. We may also use some successful examples of students taking a gap year off as evidence. Findings by some studies, such as how students who has taken a gap year off behave better in terms of independence, can also be evidence. Or we can go to some students who had such experiences and ask them to give some testimonies. This can also be evidence in this case. So, you see, reasoning is the process of using reasons and evidence to justify our opinions.